Hello everyone and welcome to another beer review here from the Czech Republic. Thank you very much for joining. Um, it's been a really hot day today. It's just after 5:30 here on the Saturday afternoon in the Czech Republic. It's absolutely roasting. It's about 33, 34 degrees now. Um, I haven't done anything or much today because it's just too hot. Just watched a little bit of football and that's it. And basically trying to keep the heat out of the house, which is proven to be quite difficult. So I am in need of a beer, and I'm really glad that I'm able to share this with you. This particular beer, because it's a beer that is not usually available to me, and it's from the brewery Hausknecht, Pivovar Hausknecht from Brno. So from the southern part of the country, and these beers, particularly from this brewery, we just don't get to buy here in the northwest of the country. So luckily, I know somebody from the Czech Beer Fan Club, that Facebook group, who lives in Brno. So what we have agreed on is that we will do a pivo exchange, a beer exchange. So I will send him a couple of beers from the area that we live in, so from the northwest, and he will send me a couple of beers from the southern region, from Moravia, beers that I normally can't get here, and beers that I really hope I will send him the right beers that he doesn't have access to in Brno. So yesterday his package arrived. Thank you very much. If you are watching, you know who you are. His package will go on its way on Monday, so that will be delivered on Tuesday, and I hope I will have picked the right beers. But really great, again, through the Czech Beer Fan Club Facebook group, having met somebody with who I can do this beer exchange, and we both get a chance to experience some beers that we don't usually get to experience because they're not usually available to us. Pivovar Hausknecht is a small brewery in Brno. It's a mini brewery that usually, they have their kind of standard beers. They are 11 and 12 degree pale lagers. They have a dark beer as well. Then they do have some specials like, IPAs, I believe, and other specials. They also just had a recent collaboration with the Pivovar Clock. So, a very interesting brewery, always kind of coming up with different beers while maintaining their kind of permanent beers as well, and maintaining the quality of them. I think that's most important. I have had a beer from this brewery before. I didn't have this one yet, so I'm really curious about the beer and what it is like. It's a very light beer. It comes with 3.8 percent alcohol content. Yes, 3.8. So it's a 10 degrees pale draft beer, and it's called Špilberk 10. So a 10 degrees pale draft beer, very low alcohol content, which is kind of the beer that I would really like during a day like this as well. Nothing too aggressive, nothing too tough to take in terms of alcohol content, but something just really easy to drink, to get that refreshment and have a beer. So I'm really looking forward to it. Comes in a 1 liter bottle, very handy. So yeah, I'm quite thirsty now, so I'm gonna see what it's like. It's unfiltered, unpasteurized. Yeah, there's a little hoppy aroma coming from it that I get from it. But remember, it's a 10 degrees beer, and they tend to be less aromatic than the 11 or the 12 degree beers. But still a nice aroma coming from it. So really looking forward to it. Using my Hausknecht glass, I got this the last time I visited the brewery last year at some point. Very nice glass, very nice shape. I really like using this glass. So let's give this guy a go. Now, unfortunately, my pour wasn't as great as I had hoped it to be, or but it's still fine. It's still a very nice impression. That unfiltered part. It's so hazy, and it's just beautiful. It's just so inviting. Now, I'm sorry about the foamy head. It didn't come out as much as I wanted to be, but still, it's not going to stop me from enjoying it. So really, really nice first impression. And again, a slight kind of hoppy aroma coming from it. Maybe even a little bit of citrusy note that I get from here. Interesting. Nastravi. Perfection. I think this is absolute perfection. Um, it's first of all it's that fresh part, that fresh beer part, unfiltered, unpasteurized. I mean, this is as fresh as it gets, unless you have it directly from the tank at the brewery. This is absolutely beautiful in terms of the freshness. What I am getting from it is, a nice hoppy and malty aroma. They go very well together. Very, very nicely balanced with a very slight hop bitterness. But it's just very, very, very slight hop bitterness coming through at the end. But I will actually taste one more, just to see if I'm not mistaken something in terms of the hop bitterness. Yeah. In fact, I would say it's actually a little bit maltier. And I think the maltiness is coming through a little bit more than the hop aroma. At least that's what I'm getting. And then again, just a very slight bitterness. But it's really it's almost you have to almost look for it, but that's okay, because in this beer I didn't expect to get a strong hop bitterness. This is a moderate, very very slight hop bitterness there that comes through at the end. But overall, I think this is an absolute cracker of a beer. It's really really great beer. Very very well done, and very very good. Very balanced, and it's very easy to drink as well. And again, like I mentioned earlier, when you have 32, 33, 34 degrees, the sun is just shining down on you. There isn't a cloud in the sky to at some point provide some shade. I think these are the kind of beers that I would be looking for. Low alcohol content, but still very enjoyable, still giving you that edge. Because sometimes with these, Svetli Vychepnis, the kind of 10-degree beers, the pale draft beers, you don't always get that edge. You get a refreshment, but that's pretty much it. With this one, it really has the edge for me. It's just absolutely perfect. It's really full of taste, full of aroma, and it's just so fresh because of the unfiltered and unpasteurized part. So, in my humble opinion, this is an absolutely amazing beer and really perfectly suitable, for a hot summer day. Um, and really, that's all I can say about this beer. I think it's just absolutely perfect. Um, if you ever visit Brno, the city, I would recommend going to the brewery. I believe they do tours, but I think you have to register for them before you go. And if I'm not completely wrong, they do them every Tuesday. So you can get a brewery tour there. They have a shop there, so you can pick up the beers directly at the brewery. There's a little window where you go, and then you just tell them what you want, and they have all of their beers available, and some of their specials that they would currently or just recently have brewed. They will have them there as well. Availability, I think I mentioned earlier in the video, you won't get this everywhere in the Czech Republic. It will be on tap in some of the pubs in Brno. I think there is I'm not sure if it's a restaurant or a pub. I've never been there, but I've seen a lot of posts in the Czech Beer Fan Club. It's called Stadel, Statl, where you can get this on tap in Brno. But you will also find this in supermarkets like Albert in Brno city and potentially the surroundings, if there's an Albert in the surroundings. But in the city of Brno you can pick this up in Albert. I've seen this there before. In fact, I actually bought one Hausknecht there before in Albert supermarket. So with regards to availability, you won't get this everywhere in the Czech Republic. And again, that's why I'm so glad that we were able to agree on this beer exchange with the other member of the Czech Beer Fan Club, in order to kind of, for me to get these and for him to get some of the beers that we have here in the northwest of the country. If you've ever visited the city of Brno, or if you haven't visited yet, I can recommend it. It's a very nice city, very nice surroundings as well, and it is just really worth a visit. If you have visited Brno, let me know in the comments what your thoughts were, and if you've had this beer, please do let me know as well, or any beer from this brewery. I will finish this now. I will then go back to watching football at 6:30 when the top game of the week of the German Bundesliga will be on. And subscribe to my channel, and I really hope I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice evening. Bye bye.